Oh, and you threw up on your dress.
Noah, I am so sorry.
It's okay. But I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about, Shelley.
Some new insiders are saying that Netflix is working on a prequel movie for the Kissing Booth franchise with a working title, Marco Peña's Side Story. Now, a lot of you probably know Marco from the third movie, but he also popped up in Red, White, and Royal Blue, which is pretty popular if you ask around. But that's not why we're here, so let's get to the real topic. Now that the trilogy is wrapped up, what are the chances we'll get the Kissing Booth 4? Since the books that inspired the movies ended with a third one, if Netflix decides to go for a fourth film, they'd have to come up with a whole new story to keep Elle, Noah, and Lee's storylines going. And let's be real, everyone can agree that Netflix needs to find a way to make the Kissing Booth 4 fix the not-so-great ending of the third movie. So let's dive into what we actually know about whether the Kissing Booth 4 is happening and what's coming next. The ending of the Kissing Booth 3 didn't exactly give the teen rom-com franchise the best conclusion, and a potential Kissing Booth 4 could help fix that. Based on Beth Reekles' young adult books, the movie series wrapped up its third and what was thought to be the final film earlier this August. While a fourth movie seems unlikely, it could actually address some of the issues with the third film's ending, which left fans divided. For those who don't know, the Kissing Booth series follows Elle Evans as she navigates high school, particularly her close friendship with Lee Flynn and her on and off relationship with his brother Noah. In the third film, Elle is caught between a decision to go to Harvard or Berkeley, trying not to disappoint either her best friend or her boyfriend. The summer was full of back and forth as Elle tried to make everyone happy, which has been a recurring theme throughout the films. By the end, Elle makes her own decision, showing some growth, but the time jump and the unresolved status of Elle and Noah's relationship left the ending feeling rushed and unsatisfying. If a Kissing Booth 4 were to happen, it could fix that by diving into what happened to Elle during the time jump. One of the main reasons the third film's ending didn't hit the mark was because it skipped over Elle's college life, a key part of her journey. The franchise missed out on a crucial time for Elle's personal growth, especially since the characters seemed a lot more mature post-time jump. A fourth film could explore Elle's college years in detail, from her studying video game design to forming new friendships while staying close to Lee. These years could offer a lot of character development and growth for Elle, which would be a natural focus for the next movie. However, the time jump presents some challenges. Since we've already seen Elle after college, any college moments in the Kissing Booth 4 would likely need to be told through flashbacks or a separate spin-off. Both of these options could be tricky to pull off. Another issue with the third film was the way the titular Kissing Booth fundraiser was briefly included. It felt rushed and out of place. A potential Kissing Booth 4 could bring back the Kissing Booth in a meaningful way, helping to fix that subplot and giving fans a better sense of closure. In a potential Kissing Booth 4, the storyline could focus on the next chapter in Elle's life, with a fresh narrative that explores her personal and romantic growth post-high school. After the events of the Kissing Booth 3, Elle has found a new sense of independence, studying video game design at USC. However, as she steps into adulthood, Elle faces the challenges of balancing her academic ambitions with the evolving complexities of her relationships. Noah and Elle, though no longer together at the end of the third movie, still share a powerful bond. In the Kissing Booth 4, they could encounter each other at different points in their lives, continuing to work through their past and rekindle their connection. This could take the form of a slow burn romance where they both explore how much they've changed and grown, questioning if they're ready to be together again after their time apart. Elle's development could be the core focus. She must now figure out how to reconcile her romantic life with her newfound ambitions. This could create tension when her responsibilities at USC clash with the expectations of her past relationships, especially as she keeps crossing paths with Noah and Marco. Now, this might sound cliche, but what if Marco Peña, played by Taylor Zakhar Perez, played a decisive role in the Kissing Booth 4? Given that Marco's relationship with Elle was never fully explored, this movie could serve as the perfect opportunity to delve deeper into his character. Marco, who was always the what-if guy in Elle's life, might return as a more developed person, potentially having gone through his own personal growth and challenges. In the story, Marco could become Elle's supportive friend who's still harboring feelings for her, creating a triangle dynamic where Elle must once again face the decision between her past and a potential future. Marco could have found a path in music or sports, showing a level of ambition and growth that Elle admires. His return could force Elle to confront her feelings about both him and Noah in a way she hasn't done before. On the other hand, a Kissing Booth prequel could focus entirely on Marco Peña, exploring his journey before meeting Elle and his emotional and romantic struggles leading up to the events of the original film. This prequel would allow us to better understand Marco's character, providing context for his complicated feelings toward Elle in the kissing booth and the reasons he developed a crush on her in the first place. The film could explore Marco's earlier years, focusing on his relationship with his family, particularly his parents or siblings, and how their expectations influenced his self-image. Perhaps Marco comes from a competitive background, whether in music, sports, or family expectations, and his journey in the prequel would show how he struggled to find his true identity outside of these pressures. A key element of the prequel could be Marco's transition from a young man trying to figure out where he fits in the world to someone who begins to recognize his own worth and capabilities. His intentions with his friends and family could serve as a backdrop for him grappling with the idea of romance and how to truly open up to someone without pushing them away. A large part of the prequel could also center around Marco's past relationships, particularly one with a significant figure who helped shape his understanding of love. Whether it was a high school girlfriend or someone he met in his younger years, this relationship could have been complicated, filled with personal lessons that influence how Marco approaches his feelings for Elle in the first movie. The prequel could showcase Marco's growth and evolution in dealing with his emotions, learning what it means to be vulnerable and honest with oneself. This emotional arc would help explain why he becomes infatuated with Elle and why he struggles to let go of those feelings when she's with Noah. By the time we meet Marco in the Kissing Booth movies, his character is at a crossroads. In the prequel, viewers could see him navigating those pivotal moments that would ultimately lead to his conflicted feelings toward Elle, especially given how his love life in high school had left him with emotional scars. The prequel could give viewers a deeper understanding of why Marco acts the way he does in the trilogy, whether he's trying to move on from Elle or not fully recognizing his feelings for her until it's too late. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.